What's up YouTube, and welcome back to Homebrew Subaru. In this episode I'm going to finally upgrade the drive shaft in my S13. So what's up everyone? I know it's been over a month at least since I put up a video, and there's a few reasons for that. Number one, primarily, I just really haven't felt like making a video. So that's why you guys haven't seen any. But I'm kind of trying to get back into the mood of things. And two other things that have kind of been holding me back is while I was doing the interior on this car, I kept on putting my arm down on the floor and shifting my body around with that one arm. And at some point when I did it, I kind of like popped something in my shoulder, and I just kept on working along with it, you know, not thinking it was anything serious, and ended up kind of being something serious. So I tore something up in my my collarbone area, my shoulder, and it has been like 8 weeks. I'm finally starting to heal up pretty decent. And I've kind of always had issues with my shoulders. I required surgery a long time ago that I opted not to do. But anyways, yeah, just even holding weight out, extended out far away from me, causes a little tug or a pull in my arm and a little bit of pain. But I'm sure another couple weeks and that'll finally go away. But so yeah, I've been in a little bit of pain, and that's another reason. But third thing is I've been waiting for this drive shaft to arrive for, you know, at least 6 to 8 weeks, I think it has been now. So it was kind of a UPS screw up, and they didn't actually do the pickup. And then when I contacted Z1 Motorsports again, finally they arranged to ship the shaft out, and I eventually got it. So that's what we're doing today. I have an upgraded drive shaft or propeller shaft to put into the S13, and I've already kind of dug out the old shaft. It's really simple to get out. It's just the 4 nut and bolts right at the rear flange, and then the 2 bolts up in the further up in the front to drop that hanger bearing. And as long as you get all that stuff apart, the thing literally slides off. So I'll show you what it looks like and some of the issues that I had with it. So this is probably the original shaft out of the car. I really don't know. Maybe the drivetrain was replaced with some used stuff at some point, and this was changed out. But this is what would be original to the car, what they call the 2-piece shaft. So up here in the front we got a vibration dampener, and then there's a hanger bearing that's actually so worn out, and probably from me spinning up the tires a few times, it has completely come apart from the bracket that bolts it to the car. So that's where a lot of my vibration's been coming from. And then here at the back, I knew when I put it back in, that way it's okay. Well, actually, maybe I hit it a few times and it freed up. But it had a little notchy spot in it. It wasn't terrible, but something that could give a little vibration. Now the issue I was having when I first started driving the car is I would get a lot of high-speed vibration, and I was wondering, you know, is it something to do with the wheels? But then now I've got a different set of wheels on it, and I balance them myself, so even if they're a little bit out, they wouldn't cause the amount of vibration that I was experiencing. And I kind of just thought, well, when I put this thing back in, it was actually had a small bolt that someone had put back in here, and obviously it was missing some of the original hardware. Even this bolt looks like it's been changed, and I just figured, well, it's got to be throwing out the balance of the thing a little bit. And even though I knew this hanger was no good, so I tried a little bit bigger bolt, and that took care of most of my high speed vibration that I had. But it started to develop a very harsh low speed vibration at about maybe 40 kilometers an hour or 25 mile an hour, something like that. Just coming up to the, into second gear type of thing, I would just feel the whole car shake. And so because it changed so much when I changed that bolt, I was like, that's it. I'm just going to order a shaft and we're getting rid of this thing. And so this is what I went with. I ordered from Z1 Motorsports. It's the stainless steel tube, so I opted not to go with aluminum just for cost savings. This guy is a little bit pricey to get all the way here, and you got to pay import fee on it. But it's a really nice looking piece. The ends, actually, I painted them black, and I cleared the actual tube just to try and make it look a little bit nicer and last a little bit longer. But it's got spicer flanges and yoke, and the U-joints in them are quite a bit of an upgrade compared to what was original to the other shaft, and they're serviceable, so they can be changed if there's ever an issue, which likely there probably won't be while I own the car. But this is going to apply a lot more direct power to the wheels instead of this shaft flopping around. It's also probably going to it could add a little bit of harshness to the car because of the original one having that vibration dampener. Everything, the engine solid mounted, transmission solid mounted, and now we got a solid one-piece shaft. But it being a precision piece and balanced, hopefully it takes care of all the issues. Okay, so what I've actually decided I'm going to do is I'm going to install the shaft. No need to show you how it's put in. I mean, it just slides in, 4 rear bolts, and it's done. But more importantly, I'm going to set up the camera underneath the car and then drive the car on the jack stands. So just to get up enough speed so that I can tell that low speed vibration's gone and confirm that I've got the right thing. And then next weekend I can do a little bit more planning, hopefully set up the cameras, and we'll actually do an auto vlog and go for a good long drive in the car. So yeah, next clip's going to be basically you guys watching the driveshaft turn the rear wheels. I've got the camera set up underneath. You'll have to mind how high the idle is. It's high when it's cold. It's just the way I have it set up so that I got a good idle when it's hot. But here we go. So yeah, the shaft is very straightforward to replace, and to be perfectly honest with you guys, I did test drive the car and it seems like all of the vibration that I had is gone. The actual response and the torque getting to the differential is definitely different. I mean, it's a different experience for sure. I got up to a pretty good speed. I don't want to kind of like tell you what it was, but we'll do an auto vlog next weekend and get more of a whole experience of what the car drives like now this season. The way that the car just felt and the money that I have put into it this year, that is going to be it for this car. Won't be any more work done on it this year. I'm going to be switching on to other things. I've been trying to straighten up my garage a little bit more and get rid of some junk that I don't need and scrap metal and whatnot, because I'm getting prepared to start the next project, and I just want to have things clean and organized before I get started on something else. And I'll just kind of drive this and have fun with it for the meantime. I mean, you can see how filthy it is. I'm splattered with bugs and I haven't washed it at all, so I'll give it a good wash and we'll do the auto vlog next weekend. And until then, if you like this video, definitely give it a thumbs up. And if you're new here and you haven't already, please consider hitting that subscribe button for me. Leave your questions and comments further down below. And I'll see you in the next one.